This flag. It's our flag. I remember being a kid every single day in school, pledging allegiance. I don't know if they still do that in school anymore. And it's crazy. As an adult, you no longer really do it unless you're somewhere where our national anthem is being played, and or like a lot of sporting events maybe, or certain other festive activities. You're reminded of that pledge. I think if we continued that practice every day when we woke up in the morning, not just only because it was the start of a baseball game or the inauguration or whatever else happens where suddenly they're like, stand for the pledge allegiance to our flag, or our national anthem, or all these other things, where for those moments everyone has kind of come together, which is a good feeling, for the duration of the Star Spangled Banner or the Pledge of Allegiance. Songs like that, My Country 'Tis Thee, all those type of songs, America the Great, you guys know. It's a moment where I feel like we're all united and we all have come together, and it's really special. It's sad that it takes those moments for us to remember that pledge. To remember the things that our forefathers planted the seed, and that millions of Americans over the years fought for. Liberty and justice for all. Liberty and justice for all. I think every day we should take a couple seconds to remember that Pledge of Allegiance that we as innocent kids did every single day. That's the first thing we did. I pledge allegiance, hand over heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. When you're a kid and you're growing up, it's amazing. You're a kid, so a lot of things you kind of take for granted. But as you get older, you realize that, man, a lot of those things that I took for granted, they were so much more than that, and so much more defining. I grew up a military kid. My dad was Army. He served for over 30 years. He fought in the wars, things like that. Vietnam. He was there. I grew up a proud American is what I'm getting at. I was proud because I saw my dad go out every single day, early morning. He'd go away for weeks at a time, sometimes on TDY and stuff. He'd go away. I don't see my dad, but I knew he was out there doing what he felt was important to help continue the traditions and the values, and to allow me to have the life that every American wants to have, those freedoms and those liberties and those beautiful things. My dad fought for all that stuff. So I grew up a military kid, so my perspective on our government, on American values, on our flag, on every single aspect of our history as a country, on everything that makes America great. Every single aspect of that is embedded in me as a military kid. I have so much love for our country. Maybe more than some who wasn't, I guess, exposed to that type of life. You know what I mean? I think being a military kid, you just see things in a different way. I think there's another level of patriotism there, because you firsthand get to see and feel and know what's going on. Do you know what I mean? When your dad is out there fighting for your country, when he's out there, you know, wearing the uniform, and you hear all these stories and all these things, and you see firsthand, you know, your dad doing even PT, you know, everyone in uniform doing PT and all these cool things around the base. You see it all the time, you know. You see all these things going on the base. You see what it is, you know, that heart of America, and why we have the freedoms and things that we have. It was fought for, and it constantly is a constant fight that needs to be defended. And the imagery lately with the inauguration and just all the troops and things, that, again, putting it on the line, which it was a really weird thing to see them having to do it within our own country. I just think that was crazy, to know that our own soldiers had to feel, you know, a threat within our own country and put their lives at risk in our own country. That's something that's really scary and really disappointing. But nevertheless, it's the same thing. It's about the pursuit of what our forefathers believed that America should be. And that has become part of our tradition and what we celebrate in times like this. The inauguration is bigger than just, you know, a new president taking office. It's more than that. It's more than that. It's a new start. It's new beginnings. It's about everything that's happened to get us to this moment. I don't know about you guys, but today, hope is in the air, and I'm reminded of that kid and that pledge of allegiance to this flag right here, to our country, to our way of life, to our values, to our freedoms, to everything that makes us the United States of America. I just wanted to take a moment to share my memory of this flag. That's the really first thing I remember, the Pledge of Allegiance to this flag. Matter of fact, it's probably one of the most prominent things I remember. And I remember the first time I was honored. I had the honor. It was something I really wanted to do. I remember when I had the honor of being able to fold the flag up. Everyone had these chores they got to do in our school in the morning. You had to get lucky, really, to get some of them. It felt like one of them was being able to go out in the morning and to raise the flag at our school. And at the end of the day, taking the flag back down. Oh. When I think about proud and happy moments growing up as a kid, that's the kind of moments that really are at the forefront of my thoughts. And that's why I'm who I am today. And that's why I still have a flag. right in my own house, right here in my own room. You see it in my videos. This flag is a reminder, a symbol of hope, a symbol of everything I believe in. And today, on Inauguration Day 2021, we continue the traditions. And in another 4 years, we'll do it again. And we'll do it again after that, and so on. That's the American way. And whether you are pro-Trump or anti-Trump or pro-Biden or anti-Biden or whatever you are, as long as you are an American, this is the one thing that matters. So Inauguration 2021, come together. Go back to that innocence as a youth. Remember that Pledge of Allegiance. Remember why we have this flag today with the 50 stars. Contrary to what some may think, there's 50 stars. There's not 48 no longer. Just something that every American should know. Anyways, I don't know. I'm really just talking from the heart right now about things I feel, and I could go on and on and on talking about this topic because this is an important topic to me and to many other Americans, no matter where you are in the world. This flag is our flag. And today is a special day, no matter who's in office, because it continues our values, our traditions. It continues this. The fight to carry on the traditions set by our forefathers. The fight to continue to build upon this flag, the liberty, the justice for all, the freedom, equality, all those things that's been a work in progress. And hopefully Biden will be able to continue bringing us closer as a nation and closer as a planet. Because it's not just about us. It's about our entire planet. Hashtag spread love, not hate. Hashtag America the Great. Hashtag Inauguration 2021. Hashtag freedom. Hashtag Pledge of Allegiance. I love you all. And let freedom ring.